Moderator of the Q&A tonight, Mr. John Horn.
Thank you. What a great turnout. I would like to bring out writer-director Jacques Audiard. And his interpreter, Stephanie Cooper. This will be a test of Stephanie, because this is going to be an interesting conversation. Jacques, hello.
Hello.
Bonsoir. I want to start with a fundamental tension in the story, and that is drug cartel leaders do not want to be seen because of what they do. Their survival depends on being invisible. They have to hide. Emilia Pérez, on the other hand, has no interest in hiding. She wants to be seen, not because of her job, but because of who she is. Her survival depends on her coming out as herself. Was that essential conflict part of what drew you to the story? Was it something that was primarily in your thinking as you started work on this story?
Je crois avoir compris, mais j'ai quand même besoin de traduction. Je pense, mais c'est bizarre, ça me paraît très complexe comme question. C'est peut-être parce que il est un peu tard et que mes neurones sont aplatis. Oui, comment? Moi, ce qui me marque, bon, je suis obligé de faire un petit retour en arrière, si vous voulez. Je lis un roman, dans le roman, il y a un chapitre au milieu du bouquin, et dans ce chapitre-là, un personnage apparaît qui s'appelle El Flaco dans le roman, et c'est donc un chef de cartel qui engage un avocat, je dis un avocat parce que ce n'est pas encore une avocate, ce sera un grand pas dans l'adaptation, et qui veut faire une transition. Et moi, ce qui me touche tout de suite, ce qui vraiment me touche tout de suite, c'est ce paradoxe entre l'ultra-violence, l'ultra-virilité, le patriarcat le plus affirmé, et un désir de féminité. Je trouve ça m'interpelle, comme on dit. Et en fait, je tourne les pages du roman, l'auteur n'en fait rien. J'appelle l'auteur 2 jours plus tard, je lui dis: est-ce que tu as un destin pour ce personnage-là? Il me dit non, j'ai piqué l'idée, je me suis barré.
Right, so yes, of course, I think so. This seems to be a very complex question, maybe, right? Maybe it's because it's late, or because, maybe it's late and my neurons are a bit shot. But yes, I was marked by something. But to explain that, I need to go back in time. So there was a novel that was, the first point. And then in the middle of this novel, there was a chapter in which there was this character, cartel leader called El Flaco, in the novel. Then this cartel leader hires a male lawyer. In the novel, it's a male lawyer. I specify that because it was a process later on that, this male lawyer became a female lawyer. And so the cartel leader wants to hire this person to help him with his transition. And what really touched me, moved me, is the following, is the paradox, the sheer paradox between the ultra-violence, the hardcore masculinity, and the patriarchal society versus this desire of femininity. And that really drew my interest and moved me. And so at some point, I'm thinking, okay, what about this author who came up with the character? He doesn't develop the character in the novel, so I call him and I ask him, well, do you have some sort of fate that you want to give to this character? He says no. So boom, I decided to steal the idea and run with it.
That author's Boris Razon, the novel is from 2018, it's called Écoute. I hope this is an easier question. I think, show of hands, people in the audience felt this was like an operatic?
Yeah.
Okay. Especially in its third act, because it's no coincidence. You started this as a libretto for an opera, and it became a screenplay. It feels like that part of opera was retained in the screenplay that you put together.
Oui, oui, tout à fait. J'ai la surprise de... Parce que j'ai pas du tout l'habitude de ça. Je suis pas... J'aime beaucoup l'opéra, j'y vais beaucoup, je m'y ennuie pas mal de fois. Mais bon, c'est un art que j'aime. Mais de là à faire un libretto, ça c'était plutôt étonnant. Et en fait, je me suis aperçu, après je suis allé repérer au Mexique, mais je me suis aperçu qu'en fait, que la réalité n'avait rien à faire dans ce film-là, qu'il fallait styliser beaucoup. Et que d'ailleurs, les images que j'avais en tête, déjà à l'écriture du traitement, c'était des images de plateau. Il n'y a rien de plus proche d'une scène d'opéra qu'un plateau de cinéma. Et c'est comme ça et qu'en fait, je crois que le film que vous avez eu la gentillesse de voir, il est tout plein encore de l'ADN opératique du scénario.
Right, yes, of course. So, I was not used to this, and that was a surprise. Of course, I like opera. I go to see many opera. I sometimes get bored by it, but I like it. But then to create a opera libretto, that was quite a surprise to me. I went, to Mexico for location scouting, but then I realized that reality had no business in my movie. Things had to be stylized. Even when I was writing, images were coming in my head, images of sets, specific sets. So, of course, movie sets and opera stages are so similar in my view. Therefore, the movie that you had, the kindness of watching tonight, is full of this operatic DNA.
One of the great conventions of the musical is the idea of the I want song, which pretty much every musical has. For example, I just can't wait to be king, and The Lion King, Fiddler on the Roof, If I Were a Rich Man. In narrative movies, people can't really say what they want so explicitly, but in musicals, they can. How did that convention allow you to share the inner thoughts and desires of your characters in song that you couldn't do in a traditional narrative film?
Ouais, une synthèse en fait, en gros, c'est que dans la comédie musicale, on a ces chansons, on dit je veux être ci, je veux être ça, je veux faire ci, je veux faire ça, ok. Et on va pas faire ça dans un film sans chanson, donc c'est très caractéristique de la comédie musicale. Donc pour vous, dans votre film, comment ça a évolué?
Alors,
comment vous avez décidé de
je vais faire un petit statement, c'est que j'aime pas trop la comédie musicale. J'aime pas le western non plus, donc je peux pas dire.
Vous n'aimez pas le western?
J'aime pas trop. Je veux pas être celui toujours qui n'aime pas. J'aime plein de choses. Il y a certaines comédies musicales que j'ai vues 1000 fois. Alors oui, peut-être que j'avais envie, moi, de faire puisque je suis un spectateur insatisfait de comédie musicale, j'avais envie de faire une comédie musicale dont je sois satisfait, c'est bien, ça serait prétentieux, mais bon, qui me convienne. Et pour ça, il fallait que ce soit il fallait par exemple que les chansons fassent avancer véritablement l'histoire, que les chansons ne sont pas simplement des états d'âme, que vraiment qu'elles soient qu'elles fassent partie intégrante du scénario et pas des parenthèses dans le scénario. Ce que je reproche parfois, j'adore les comédies musicales. Voilà, non, mais c'est ce que je reproche, c'est le côté ça parle, ça raconte des trucs, et puis tout à coup, hop, ça chante. Voilà, et puis ça devient un état d'âme, ça dit quelque chose que je trouve pas forcément très intéressant. Je trouve ça un peu léger. Et au fait, si je suis les comédies musicales que j'aime toujours, je pourrais citer Cabaret de Bob Fosse, je pourrais citer Le Parapluie de Cherbourg de cher Jacques Demy.
Right. So, right. Yes. So, right. I'm going to make a statement. I don't really like musicals, and I don't really like Western movies either. But I mean, I like some musicals, certain musicals. I don't want to be like this person who doesn't like anything. But maybe, as I was a disappointed spectator of musicals, maybe I decided that, okay, I want to make one, not that is great, that would be pretentious, but one I'm okay with. And so, for me, what's important is that songs have to push the story. And they're not just about, someone's big feelings. Really, for me, the songs have to really be part of the script and move it forward. And that's what I don't necessarily love about musical is that you have, a lot of blah blah, and then suddenly, boom, there's a song, and everybody's pouring out their heart out. And I think it's a bit too superficial, too light. But I mean, there are still some musicals that I like Cabaret, like. Pardon?
Cabaret, Bob Fosse.
Oh,
Bob Fosse's Cabaret.
Yes. Le Parapluie de Cherbourg by Demy. Okay. And Hair.
Milos Forman.
Yeah,
Merci.
And so all of those are political and historical. At least they have a background of it. That's all.
You